back to the show. 5 weeks ago, Democrats lost the presidential election, the Senate elections, the House elections, the Supreme Court, and the will to live. Democrats are now officially in the wilderness, in some cases, literally. And they're reacting the way any desperate party lost in the wilderness would, by attacking and eating each other.
There is a really intense, roiling, constant debate happening Democratic, progressive, left circles. The sort of identity politics of stronger together, you know, on one hand, versus like class-based economic populism on the other.
A New York Times column made a big splash. Even Bernie Sanders picked up the theme, saying that to win elections, the left needs to move beyond, quote, identity politics.
Hold up, Donner Party. That's a fun new buzzword. Could someone white-splain it to us?
Identity politics defines whites, and particularly white males, as the oppressors of every other group, real or imagined, in the United States. It has created vast government bureaucracies dedicated to extirpating phantom white racism.
Okay, one, white males is an identity, and two, the only way white racism is a phantom is that its most iconic uniform is literally a ghost costume. I forget, what do you call it when you have two phrases that mean the same thing, but one makes people feel better?
But that was a euphemism.
Right, a euphemism. He is, like, smart. Identity politics is the dismissive term for what we used to call civil rights and equality. Could you please use it in a sentence?
So I was talking to one of my friends who is a Democrat, and he said couldn't vote for his Democratic congressman this time because, in his estimation, the Democrat Party was all about identity politics, about greenhouse gases, stuff like that.
I know. When is the left gonna fuck off with that greenhouse gas shit and talk about something that affects all of us? The party that won by appealing exclusively to whites has been super generous with their advice for Democrats.
Democrats have been running this identity politics, political correctness game for a long time. You just get the sense that people are getting real tired of it.
It all seems like a dead end to me, identity politics.
But that's not the path for progressives.
The Republicans are the ones who are talking about jobs.
Yeah, I mean, that's the issue. We didn't talk about economic issues, jobs, wages.
It's our fault. We fell down the stairs. We're so clumsy. Look, stop it. Come on, Democrats. There's losers' Stockholm syndrome, and then there's taking your talking points from Steve Doocy and pals.
And there was a poll in western Pennsylvania that said people thought that Hillary Clinton was about transgender bathrooms, and they were concerned about jobs.
Cultural issues still matter.
Says the woman who is either wearing her cultural identity around her neck or trying to ward off vampires. I think Hillary did mention jobs, which Americans might have known if the news media had been doing theirs.
I want jobs. Good paying jobs. Good jobs. New jobs. More good jobs. And a good job. Jobs. 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 Jobs.
I do have a very comprehensive plan to create more jobs.
Jesus, lady, shut up about bathrooms already. You know, funny thing, in the critical battleground states, voters actually preferred Hillary on economic issues, which is frankly amazing given the quality of her messaging.
The kind of plan that Donald has put forth would be trickle-down economics. I call it trumped-up trickle-down.
God, I can't believe more people didn't Pokemon Go to the polls. You know what happens when Democrats stand up for transgender rights? They win. What do you know? And not just a governorship. State Senator Buck Newton, not his porn name, was sure the bathroom predator thing he made up was a political slam dunk.
My opponent in the race for Attorney General calls this Buck's bill. He wants to make me the poster child of this bill. Good. And you know what? I say, bring it on. And if I can't win this election because I ran HB 2, then so be it. Bring it on. We must fight to keep our state straight.
Okay, during this next clip, fight to keep your face straight.
In the race for Attorney General, Josh Stein has claimed victory over Buck Newton.
Who knew equality and human decency were vote getters? Somebody should really write that down. You know, maybe it was appealing to people's better angels, or maybe it was imposing a cost on listening to their devils. Whatever it was, it worked. Look, Democrats, I know you're having a rough time. You hate being lost in the wilderness. You have allergies, and you were reading a book in the corner when your scout leader taught everyone which leaves to avoid. But if your panic over a loss makes you abandon both your principles and the people who actually vote for you, then you'll be in the wilderness for a decade, or until Trump's cabinet sells the wilderness to oil companies, so really, about a month. By all means, invite working-class white people to the party. Just don't let them take over the DJ table. We'll be right back.